So this is a replay. Let's see what happened with Max Verstappen. Whoa, that snap has definitely cost him time there.
If we could help you out at all.
No, I don't know what to tell you. More time.
Verstappen is not liking the pace of his car so far today. He is hoping that he's got pace. Charles Leclerc currently at risk at the moment. He'll be hoping to get away from risk, and he does go for fastest. That should see him through. Yuki Tsunoda is now coming down towards the line. Tsunoda is hoping that he can put in a good performance once again. He crosses the line, and he doesn't. Sadly for Tsunoda, he is once again out in Q1 in the Red Bull. On board Verstappen, he got impeded by the Racing Bulls there. That could cost Verstappen time here. In the middle sector, he's currently in the bottom 5, and if he doesn't improve, he could be out of qualifying. Gasly goes second fastest. Great lap time from the Alpine. But we're on board with a man who was 17th on the grid here last year after being knocked out in Q2 in the rain. We're doing qualifying in the dry, and Verstappen needs this lap to get into Q2. He is fighting for a world championship, and if he gets knocked out in Q1, that could dent his chances. Verstappen coming up to the line now. He needs this lap to get into Q3. He crosses the line. Verstappen, no, he's out. He's out. Max Verstappen is only 16th, and the man who is chasing down the McLarens for his title is out in Q1. Bortoletto with no time is out, along with Tsunoda, Colapinto, Ocon, and the biggest shock, Max Verstappen out in Q1. On board then with Charles Leclerc coming up the hill and chasing himself towards the line. Let's see where Leclerc is going to go. He crosses the line now, Leclerc, and he goes third fastest. That should see him into the next part of qualifying. Here's Pierre Gasly now in the Alpine. Coming up to the line now is the man who was on the podium here last year. Gasly crosses the line and he goes fifth fastest. Lando Norris, purple first sector, purple middle sector. That should be the fastest time of the session for Lando Norris. It's a yellow final sector, but he's still gone fastest nonetheless. Now we turn our attention to Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. He needs this lap to get himself into Q3 here. Hamilton has been absolutely nowhere near front running pace the whole weekend. He'll be hoping that he's got pace to get back in the top 10, and right now he's half a tenth down on Hulkenberg in the middle sector. Hamilton needs a magic final sector, otherwise he's going to find himself out again. Let's see, as towards the main straight and to the line, Hamilton, who was a master here in previous years, he's not this year. He's out again. This Lewis Hamilton, only 13th fastest for the Ferrari man. What a shame for Hamilton. Sainz, Stroll, Hamilton, Albon and Alonso out in Q2. Ollie Behrman, fastest of anybody in the middle sector so far, but Gasly has just gone quickest through the first sector. Ollie Behrman crosses the line, and that's pole at the moment with a 109.9. Gasly next across the line, and he's second fastest, a tenth and a half away from Behrman. Here's Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Where's he going to go? Can he take pole away from Ollie Behrman? Yes, he can. Charles Leclerc onto provisional pole at the minute. But here comes Lando Norris. Where is he going to go as he crosses the line? Only fifth for Norris. It must have been a poor first sector or something. Piastri crosses the line. Piastri goes onto pole by 2,000ths of a second. Oscar Piastri at the moment is sitting on pole position. But now we wait for the two silver arrows. Here's George Russell coming towards the line. Russell was secured his maiden win in Formula 1 here 3 years ago. He's crossing the line, and at the moment he's fourth on the grid here in Sao Paulo. But what about his teammate Kimi Antonelli, who was second on the grid for the sprint and finished second in the sprint? Where's he going to be at the moment? Here in the Grand Prix, he goes fourth ahead of Russell, but behind Behrman is Piastri at the moment sitting on pole position, with Lando Norris at the moment at the back. Yeah, this is what Lando Norris lost time in the first sector because of that lockup. He lost 9/10 because of that. Oh, Antonelli having a moment there through the left-hander. Ollie Behrman is not setting personal best. He crosses the line, does Behrman. and he doesn't improve his time, but he remains third at the moment. But here comes Charles Leclerc. He's had a pole, so he only had one pole this season. That was back in Hungary, and at the moment he's on course for his second. Charles Leclerc at the moment on provisional pole. But here comes Lando Norris. He has been quick all weekend long, and he's quick again. Lando Norris onto provisional pole is the World Championship leader. What about Oscar Piastri? Can he get onto the front row? Lawson's gone fourth fastest for Racing Bulls. What a lap from him. Piastri crosses the line, and he's nowhere near. Third fastest only for him. Now we're on board with Isaac Hadjar in the Racing Bulls. Where's he going to go? Fourth for Hadjar. Great lap from the French rookie. But now, where will the others go? George Russell in the Mercedes could find pace to deny the likes of Oscar Piastri, possibly Isaac Hadjar. We'll see. Russell, the only driver on the medium tyres, coming up to the line now, and he goes only fifth fastest for George Russell. Nowhere near Norris, but Antonelli is. He's only 700ths down. Could Kimi Antonelli get his first Grand Prix pole Formula One? We're about to see. Antonelli charging to the line. Where's he? He's on the front row. Kimi Antonelli on the front row again. This time for the Grand Prix. But nobody can do anything to deny Lando Norris another pole position in Formula One and another pole in 2025. And it is another championship advantage pole position for Lando Norris, our World Championship leader, who takes his 15th career pole, and he'll lead the field to green in the Grand Prix tomorrow. What a performance once again from Lando Norris. Lando Norris is absolutely unstoppable this weekend, and if he can hold on to that momentum going into the Grand Prix tomorrow, he is surely going to be hard to catch in the battle for the World Championship. It's Lando Norris who will start on pole for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix on a weekend where he can extend his championship lead even more.